Tucked in the shed this winter, we have got a Alvis Saladin and an Alvis Saracen. Sort of two sisters, so to speak, both built by Alvis and as part of the FV600 series, where there is a fire truck, there is a stalwart, and then we've got, which is a high mobility load carrier, and then we've got the armoured scout car with a 76mm gun, and we've got the armoured personnel carrier. And it's now time to take these two out of the shed and get them gone. Ready to move some stuff around for the museum. We thought, you know what, we'd bring you along. Let's wake them up. First time this year. They haven't run now since October last year. The Saladin has had a fuel leak as she came in the shed, so we're now fixing that. New fuel filter seal. Let's pour some petrol in her and see if she wakes up. Actually quite good on fuel, although she's getting low, so we better give her 20 litres. Leah's to put that in without spilling a drop.
I made no promises. That was right.
What do you mean no promises?
That might spell.
No, it won't. 20 litres is all I can afford. That's got to do the whole year.
What, with our tanks? I doubt that.
Nice and slowly. So we've got the air box and everything out at the minute, down to the petrol filter, which is, I'll show you in a second, but situated all the way down there. Didn't even spill a drop.
What we got there? So, down here, oh, it's a bit of a tight squeeze. Got petrol pipes. First of all, we've got petrol filter, which is here. Right, check all these. Oh. Can't see anything leaking. Well, I can't feel any drops.
That'll do.
Banjo belt's all in. That's all good.
So inside here, she's a bit grubby, but she has had many people in here. It's one of the vehicles you can climb inside. But she is all complete and everything that should be in is in. But she doesn't have the ammo in currently, but we do have a full set. So, battery isolator. So now we've got the we know we haven't got a petrol leak, we just want to top the antifreeze up. And these blow out what they don't use, and you can't really see the level, so the only way to really do it, well, they blow out what it doesn't want in there, and bring itself down to sort of a couple of inches below the filler neck, which means you can't see it. So the only way to know if you've got enough antifreeze is to add a little bit. See it?
Yes, I can.
Rightio. So nope, she is topped up with necessary vital fluids. And then she's got flat batteries because she hasn't got very good batteries on. So one thing we are short of, and we do lack in, is batteries really. We need to find someone that works in a battery factory that can fit them in their pocket. Yeah, batteries. But one tank will help out an armoured personnel carrier. And a little jump start, we'll show you how we do that. You'll see some, as we do some work on the Saracen this year actually, is she's got a hole in the exhaust. So it sounds a little ASBO. It's what it sounds a little like, really. But she's a good runner. We mostly just call it the sad can. We've got the Saladin and the sad can. So it's just a single pin plug that I put in The Saladin's good for about 2,000 amps. What we've got, which comes in handy though, it's a box for joining two together. I don't know whether you should do that or not, I don't know, but it works really well for them awkward to get vehicles tucked in the corner of a shed. So if we start this one back up, so must switch on.
Yep.
Lean in. Right. Tiny little bit of throttle. Little pump.
Sorry.
Right, that'll do. She should out idle. So right, Saladin's now charging online and switched on. So that'll give us power down our slave lead. She's obviously sat all winter, so her batteries aren't fantastic, so we can't do it straight off battery power. We do need her to be running. Josh is now inside. I'll get him to show you the controls in here.
So the same start panel as everything of this era really. So click round for ignition on. And the lights come on because he's not charging currently. Start switch there, that's actually the lights. In the dark down here on my left side I've got my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on this side I've got my forward and reverse. And it is backwards. They're on the wrong side compared to normal Saladin, because I say we're in it backwards essentially, and also like so I'm pulling backwards and forwards rather than pushing because the gearbox is now backwards. So I'll push you back out.
A little bit of throttle.
A little bit.
Hold it steady. A little bit more. There. Hold it there. Right, back round to the Saracen. I think she wants the carburettor cleaning, and I don't think it's actually points. I think it's carburettor. So we'll see if we can limp out the shed, and then that'll make quite a cool tinkering Tuesday. Well, that is a very sick, poorly sad can. Saladin isn't like that. To be fair, the sad can wasn't like that when it went in.
Why is it called the sad can?
Now we know, now you guys know why we call it the sad can, because every time we move it or do something with it, it makes us sad. That is most definitely a nicer running B series. Now we're ready to park her up in her lineup. Started up this morning and running actually alright. If Josh was to give her a rev. So it's probably points related. She's running beautifully. She's due a service in a couple of months anyway, ready for Hammerfest, so she'll have points and carburetor done then to see. Because perhaps that's, well, yeah, well, she'll have carbs and points done then. The timing is bang on, we know timing's bang on. I've done the dwell angle. So let's get her back up in where she parks. So a bit more about this Alvis Saracen. So she was built in 1954 and it's currently a Mark V. It's not actually the personnel carrier version, it's the armoured command post. As far as I'm aware, the artillery command posts were high top, and this isn't the high top. We have the standard roof height. She served a lot of her time in Germany with Royal Tank Regiment, and apart from the hole in the exhaust, she's actually quite a good little runner. We're going to solve that this year, ready for Armourfest in August. So we're still powered by the Rolls-Royce B80. All of the family of Alvis are a B80 of some sort. So we've got the Saladin that has the B80, Saracen that has the B80. Saladin behind me, they have the B81, which is the bored out version. So a slightly bigger bore. We've got a 3 and 3/4 inch bores rather than 3.5. And then behind that, behind the Saladin, we've got the Stalwart. And this is the 624 variant. So with the Remy variant with the crane. Not the artillery limber. She's in restoration. We don't own this. This belongs to another chap. But he's slowly tinkering with that. As well as that god-awful red thing. Should be green. He should have paid it green. That's what I reckon anyway. So even when you get down to sort of the almost lorry looking ones, we've still got a central driving position. So let's have a look inside the Saracen and we'll give you a bit of a tour round. So the first thing you'll notice, we've only got seats on the right side, and that's because the left is actually would be a map table, though it's not currently fitted. And we really do need to upholster them seats. We've got a few that need doing. Need to find someone that's good at doing them. So on the left here you can see where the radios would be. We've got a stack of 3 radios that would live there.
Move around there.
The ear of this vehicle, there would be Larkspur radios. We into the commander's seat, and he gets his turret. This is a ferret turret that's fitted to later Saracens. Early Saracens had the 3-door turret, whereas this just has the top door and the single rear door rather than the split rear hatch. So all 4 of these Alvis vehicles are 6-wheel drive, 4-wheel steer. They steer on both front axles. They're torsion bar suspension, and you generally can run over a railway sleeper at 25-30 mile an hour and not even notice. It really does work well. As we move into the driver's compartment, we can see that batteries and the master switch are beside the driver. Straight in front we've now got our ignition switch, and you'll notice that the steering wheel is behind the column, so you reach around the column to drive with the steering. Another important thing to note with them is do not put your fingers or hands between the spokes of the steering wheel. Grip on the outside only. And that brings us into that video. You can kind of see that I've forgotten to do an outro, and I'm now doing one whilst editing the video together. So the video is a bit different than usual. We haven't really tinkered with anything, although the state of that is sad kind of beginning of the video. We do need to. Thought we'd just, a couple of people asked if we wanted some videos on some of the other vehicles at the museums. We thought, you know what, we got to move them, so let's do a bit of a video on them and move them around. If you like it, then spot on. If not, normal content will resume next week. The Chavry is now white on the inside. See you guys in the next one.